Have you ever noticed in the book of Job, and it's one of the first books of the Bible that was written, have you ever noticed that there's a new name for Satan? Now, we know that before the fall, Satan was called Lucifer or morning star. But now in the book of Job, God has a new name for him. Job chapter 1, verse 6, one day the members of the heavenly court came to present themselves before the Lord, and the accuser, Satan, came with them. Where have you come from? The Lord asked Satan, which means opponent, enemy, opposition. Satan answered the Lord, I've been patrolling the earth, watching everything that's going on. Job chapter 2, verse 1. One day the members of the heavenly court came again to present themselves before the Lord, and the accuser, Satan, came with them. Where have you come from? The Lord asked Satan. Satan answered, Lord, I have been patrolling the earth, watching everything that is going on. Now, we know that God changes names. We know that God changed Abram to Abraham, to Sarah to Sarah. From Simon, he calls his name Peter. Jacob is changed to Israel. We know that God, when people change, God changes their names. Or when God is about to change a person, he changes their names. But we never think about it in the reverse, do we? God changed the name of Satan. He no longer calls him morning star. He calls him opponent, accuser, opposer, because that's what Satan means. Now, my friends, one of the things you have to recognize is that God does label people. For instance, God labels people in the book of Proverbs as fools. God does label people. God does put names on people. Now, you need to ask yourself the question, what does God call you? Does God have a beautiful, positive name for your life? Or does God look at you and has he changed your name to the negative? Because it's interesting what God calls people. Do you remember Simon? God changed his name to Peter. But at the shores of the Sea of Galilee, when Peter was moving away from the call, Jesus didn't call him Peter, he called him Simon. In other words, hey, this is who you used to be. This is who you have become again. It's time for you to change back into being Peter. Now, I don't want to confuse you, but I just want you to think about it. God changes people's names, positively and negatively. When did God change Satan's name? After the fall, he was no longer morning star. Now, he's the enemy. He's the accuser. He's the opposition. He's the one who stands in opposition to. This is who Satan became.